All right, pull up a chair, take a breath, and lean on me for a bit. Literally. I'm Mr. Sticks. Yes, that Mr. Sticks. A wooden walking stick, carved from an old olive tree, brought to life by a slightly overconfident Kabbalist who mispronounced one letter of a sacred name, and boom, here I am. Conscious, observant, a little sarcastic, very patient. What'll do that to you? I've been tapped on marble synagogue floors, slammed against courthouse steps, leaned on by rabbis, businessmen, widows, moguls, and one hedge fund guy who cried into my handle after a bad quarter. I've seen things, and if there's one thing I've learned from centuries of being emotionally leaned on, it's this. Emotional intelligence isn't soft. It's expensive, and the wealthy know it. Anger is loud. Power is quiet. Let's start with anger. Yes, anger. The emotion that feels strong, but is actually brittle. Like cheap plywood. Snaps under pressure. People who struggle with outrage think anger gives them leverage. They raise their voice, pound the table, fire off the email, storm out of the room. They feel powerful for about 90 seconds. Then, silence. Deals die. Doors close. Reputations calcify. And everyone else in the room makes a quiet mental note. Never give this person control. Here's something they don't tell you on motivational podcasts. The most powerful people you'll ever meet are boringly calm. Not because they don't feel anger. Oh, they feel it. They just don't donate it to the room. In Jewish wisdom, we call this gevura, strength through restraint. Not suppression, not pretending. Restraint, like a well-built door that holds firm during a storm. Anger is fire. Emotional intelligence is a fireplace. Wealthy people don't win arguments. They win rooms. I've been leaned on during negotiations where millions were on the line. You know who usually wins? Not the loudest, not the smartest, not even the most prepared. The one who stays regulated. The wealthy and powerful understand something almost mystical. Whoever controls their inner state controls the outer outcome. While one person is busy reacting, the calm one is reading the room. Tone, micro-expressions, timing, fear, ego, opportunity. Emotional intelligence lets you see when to speak, when to pause, when to let the other person hang themselves with their own words, when to offer dignity instead of dominance. This isn't manipulation, it's awareness. And awareness compounds faster than money. There's a reason Jewish tradition values chachma, wisdom, over brute force. Brute force is expensive. Wisdom is efficient. Daily practice. The holy art of not taking the bait. Let me give you something practical. I'm a stick, not a guru. I like things you can lean on daily. Practice number 1, the sacred pause. Before reacting, pause for the length of one slow breath. In Hebrew, breath is neshama, the same root as soul. That pause interrupts the animal brain and gives the higher mind a chance to enter the room. Most people never invite it in. Anger wants immediacy. Intelligence wants timing. Practice number 2, ask, what's being protected here? Every emotional outburst is protecting something. Pride, fear, status, shame. When someone snaps at you, don't personalize it. Get curious. The wealthy don't ask, how do I win? They ask, what's driving this behavior? That question alone has saved more deals than contracts ever have. Calm is a signal. People trust signals. Here's a secret I learned leaning against boardroom walls. Calm people get entrusted with power because calm signals safety. Investors don't invest in ideas. They invest in nervous systems. Employees don't follow titles. They follow emotional steadiness. When you stay composed under pressure, people unconsciously think, if things go wrong, this person won't burn the house down. That's worth millions. In Jewish ethics, this is tied to Derekaha Darche Noam. Her ways are ways of pleasantness. Pleasantness isn't weakness. It's credibility. Humor, the silent weapon of the wise. Now, let's not get too serious. I'm enchanted wood, not a funeral bench. Notice how truly powerful people use humor. Not cruelty, not sarcasm as a weapon, but lightness. A well-timed joke during tension says, I'm not threatened. I see the bigger picture. I once watched a man defuse a hostile negotiation by smiling and saying, Well, if this deal gets any tighter, we'll need a rabbi and a chiropractor. Everyone laughed. Blood pressure dropped. The deal closed. Emotional intelligence knows when to soften the edges so the blade can pass through cleanly. Outrage is addictive. Calm is profitable. Outrage feels righteous. It gives identity. It bonds tribes. It gets likes. But outrage destroys optionality. The wealthy don't trap themselves in emotional corners. They preserve flexibility. Calm keeps doors open, even doors you didn't know existed. There's an old Jewish idea that ayin hara, the evil eye, isn't about jealousy from others. It's about losing perspective through emotional excess. You don't lose deals because others curse you. You lose deals because you curse yourself with reactivity. A word to those who struggle. If you struggle with anger, hear me clearly. No judgment from a stick who's been hit against more walls than you. Your anger isn't evil. It's untrained energy. In Kabbalistic terms, it's light without a vessel. Emotional intelligence builds the vessel. Every time you pause instead of explode, listen instead of interrupt, regulate instead of dominate, you are literally expanding your capacity to receive. And yes, receive includes respect, opportunity, money, influence. The Torah doesn't condemn emotion. It teaches mastery. Final lean in, stick humor included. Let me leave you with this before someone puts me back in the umbrella stand. You don't become powerful by being unshakable. You become powerful by being self-aware while shaken. The wealthy and powerful aren't calm because life is easy. They're calm because calm works. So the next time anger rises, don't ask, how do I express this? Ask, what does the wisest version of me do with this energy? Lean on that question. And if you forget, well, you know where to find me. I'll be the wooden stick in the corner, quietly holding things up, thinking ancient thoughts, and judging everyone just a little, lovingly, of course. Mr. Sticks, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe.